crazy turn. Like, what? First he got up about to poke the witness. Then they said in a dramatic turn, the marshal popped him. Like, what is happening? What up, YouTube? It's your girl, TT Chanel. Hope you feeling good. Hope you feeling great. You clicked the title. You read the page. That means it's reaction video time. 20 most dramatic moments ever in court. Shout out to the lads. What's the lads, TT? Everybody that subscribed for the vibe. What's the vibes, TT? Me. Duh. Let's get to it. Since y'all said I talk too much, I'm going to just get to it. Today. Because I want to get to it. But if I had something to say, I was going to say it. Do something.
We'll be going to Utah, where a courtroom turned into a crime scene. Sayal Angelo, the man you can see running across the room, was charged with racketeering, robbery, weapons offenses, and assault.
He looked like it. TT, what that look like? Shut up.
These charges were part of a 2010 indictment with 17 other people who were all allegedly affiliated with the Tongan Crip gang. The court
I'm gonna just that's it. We just going.
Proceedings took a wrong turn when Angelo stood up and grabbed a pen and a mechanical pencil and wanted to attack a witness. However,
yo, what?
Affiliated with the Tongan Crip gang. The court proceedings took a wrong turn when Angelo stood up and grabbed a pen and a mechanical pencil and wanted to attack a witness.
Oh my goodness. That is crazy. Like, he should have never took the stand. No. If you guys ever wondered, hey, should I take the stand? Look at this video.
However, in a dramatic turn of events, a U.S. Marshal shoots him.
Yo, this is taking a crazy turn. Like, what? First he got up about to poke the witness. Then they said in a dramatic turn, the marshal popped him. Like, what is
Angelo dies, and due to the dramatic nature of the video, the public wasn't allowed to see it until a judge ruled that it should be made public. Here's what former U.S. Attorney Brett Toolman had to say.
Are they going to show this? Because what's happening?
There's no question, though, you can turn a pen into a knife or its equivalent. You can take somebody's life with it.
People had conflicting opinions on what the U.S. Marshal should have done in that situation.
It's easy if you slow down the video to maybe argue or suggest that there was enough time to do something different. When you watch it live, it's very hard to see that anything different could have occurred.
And just like that, the court case of Sayal Angelo ends with the biggest sentence of them all: death.
Yo, that is insane.
This next case takes place all the way in Moscow, Russia. Leonid Grazer
I did a reaction video on this. This boy crazy.
Is on trial for murdering his sister. His defense? Satan told him. Grazer was kept in a glass box due to the dangerous crime he was part of. But that didn't stop this man from trying to leave the box. The security tries to calm him down, but Grazer is bent on escaping that prison. He somehow got on top of the box and tried to escape. Grazer is relentless, and the
Yo, he even looks like
officers even call for backup and use tasers on him. Grazer is finally caught and sentenced to mandatory psychiatric medical treatment.
Oh yeah, because he needed that.
Next up, we have Franklin Williams in the Cuyahoga County Common Pleas Court, who is charged with aggravated robbery, 2 counts of theft, misuse of...
Yeah, we always gotta hear what they do first before we comment, right? You know what I'm saying, lads? Safety first.
Credit cards and weapons possession. Williams had quite a lot on his plate and was waiting for sentencing, but he kept interrupting the judge. The judge wasn't having it.
Well, Mr. Williams, I'm the judge in the matter. Shut your mouth, and I'll tell you when you can talk.
But Williams didn't know when to stop and kept interrupting the judge.
I'm going to hear from your lawyers, and that means zip it.
But you're not letting me.
That means...
Boy, this lawyer like he is not playing with you. He already little boyed you. He said, Mr. Williams. Somebody raise their voice, say your name like that. They officially little girl or little boyed you.
Zip it right now.
You trying to...
Does that make sense?
No, it doesn't.
Williams didn't stop talking and kept interrupting the judge, thus causing the judge to gag him.
I'm gonna tape it, and then I'll unzip it when I want you to talk.
The judge orders the court officials to tape his mouth. He warns the defendant...
Yo, what? Can a judge do that? Why not just take... what?
Not to injure any of the deputies. As the tape goes on Williams' mouth, he says, "It is what it is." The judge later apologizes for the tape incident and recuses.
Yeah, because that is a little insane. Like, I had a feeling it was a female. Because, you know, we can be itches sometimes. Sometimes, though.
Himself from the case. The new judge sentences Williams to 33 years in prison.
What did he do again? I forgot. Drop it.
Next is the trial of Lucas Kendall in Miami-Dade County Criminal Court. Kendall was accused of shooting 2 men outside a club. He was formally charged with murder and attempted second-degree murder. During the court proceeding, Donald Byrd, the father of Keywan Byrd, made sure Lucas Kendall understood his pain. This was because the defendant's lawyer had tried to stop Kendall from going to jail on mental health grounds.
He's in prison, man. Come on, Trey. He wanna play crazy. He wasn't crazy when he murdered my son, man. He wasn't crazy then, but he crazy now. All of a sudden he crazy now. You want to lay in a mental hospital? You don't murder my son, man, for nothing. When he was trying to get away from you, you were trying to get.
Man, I could feel that pain. Like, I ain't even lose no. I haven't got no son, but I feel his pain. Like, that man is hurt, man. Like, gun violence sucks.
Away from you, man.
Donald is guided out of the court as he still shouts in protest. Lucas Kendall tries to use the stand your ground defense in his favor, but it doesn't work. He was given a life sentence.
Life sentence is crazy. So I guess that means he didn't have the mental issues like he tried to say he did.
The next case is a little different. We will focus on Judge Nancy Margaret Russo, a judge in Cuyahoga County Common Pleas Court in Ohio. Lissa Rodriguez and her boyfriend, Christopher Rodriguez, were accused of killing their 5-year-old son and burying him in their backyard. There were signs of...
What type of ish they got going on in Ohio? That's what she said?
Common Pleas Court in Ohio. Lissa Rodriguez and her boyfriend, Christopher Rodriguez, were accused of killing their 5-year-old son and burying him in their backyard. There were signs of abuse and neglect on...
Some people do not need kids.
their son's body. As the judge sentences them, she fights hard not to tear up.
The other thing that this case, I think, really drives home is that there's insufficient consideration given to the people that work in the criminal justice system. And I look at these photographs, and it's very hard. And I think you should be recognized more for the difficulty of what you do. And the same to the state. And to the defense, this is equally difficult for you. I know as a judge I'm not supposed to show emotion. And in 22 years, I never have. This is one of the worst.
Yo, judges be dealing with some ish. Then they gotta go home and sleep at night. Yo, if I was like dating a judge, I would be like, yo, I'm pounding her every night. Come here. 8-inch. Tonight, you getting an 8-inch. Oh, what type of case you had? Oh, that's the type of case you had? Go get the 8-inch. Depending on the case, she can get the 6. But if she's going through a lot, you need the 8. Oh, what? You had to do that today? Go get the 10-inch. I'm pounding her. So that way she can be relieved by the time she go back to work.
Worst things I've ever seen in my life. Whatever this child's life was supposed to be, you made sure it didn't happen.
Christopher Rodriguez is sentenced to 28 years in prison, and Lissa Rodriguez is sentenced to 25 years in prison.
Why they ain't get life? What's happening?
Next, we'll be going down to the Clark County District Court in Las Vegas, where Michael McDonald was accused of violating the terms of his parole. Michael McDonald is no stranger to the court. He had been released on bond on charges related to forgery, burglary, and perjury. He also had a messy divorce.
Not they have bars. Forgery, burglary, and perjury.
With his ex-wife that ended with his ex-wife getting a no-contact order towards Michael. However, he mailed gifts for his children to his wife. Now, the state is arguing that he violated the no-contact order and parole.
2 gifts, that's it. No nasty notes with them.
But the judge who knows Michael McDonald's history was not buying it.
I would note that back in family court, he constantly violated orders. He would always insist that the order said something else.
Yo, I wrote that one. My gotta be lit.
I'm not sure that he is capable of controlling himself because he wasn't before. So based upon that, I am granting the motion.
After the judge decides, 2 court marshals approach Michael with handcuffs, but the defendant doesn't go down easily. He starts struggling, leading to a terrible scuffle.
Mike, calm down.
Y'all are the court marshals. If y'all don't tame him in now, this is why our tax dollars gonna look. They over here playing.
Mike, calm down. Relax. Breath. Mike, breath.
I'm not listening about this. Don't see my kids. Come on.
Mike, calm down. Take a deep breath.
The scuffle continues so much that his own attorney says, "Mike, put the handcuffs on or I'll put them on myself." More court officers come to restrain Mike, and he's taken out of the court, but not before he picks up another charge of resisting arrest. He was sentenced to 24 to 68 months in prison.
He did all that for that little amount of time. But then again, you right. I know what you thinking. TT, shut up. You wouldn't even do a day, girl. I would panic. So, phew, man, I'm losing my noodles. More so because, like I said before, I can't be away from women of my choice. Like, when you in jail, you stuck in there with women. Your freedom is, you can't shower the way you want. You know what I'm saying? I'm a clean individual. I like to, you know what I'm saying? Like, I need to take clean showers. It be dirty in there.
Up next, we'll have the case of Michael Madison in East Cleveland, Ohio.
All right.
This was the court proceeding for Michael Madison, a serial killer who murdered 3 women, Angela Deskins, Shatisha Sheely, and Sheralinda Terry. He was charged with 3 counts of aggravated murder and 3 counts of kidnapping.
You cajoled, lured, and deceived Shatisha Sheely, Angela Deskins, and Sheralinda Terry to your apartment for your depraved purposes. You went on to abuse the corpses of these 3 victims.
My women, listen to me. You know what? When I looked at him and I said he did it, I know you probably think you're not supposed to judge somebody. Yeah, maybe back in the day you didn't judge a book by its cover. That was back in the day thing. It's a new time. It's a new day and age. You judge a book by its cover. Okay? I looked at him and I said he did it. Okay? He looks like he did it. Okay? Some people just have a look. They just have a look. Not everybody, but some people have a look. Some people have a hate the world look. You walking down the street, somebody got an attitude, face all scrunched up, they're angry. That's a look. That's a look. You look, it's like, oh, snap. See somebody with a bunch of tattoos, they look like a psychopath. You got all those tattoos on your face, all of those tattoos. You had no remorse of just a whole bunch. You might be a little crazy. Not everybody with tattoos is crazy, but 9 times out of 10, they're a little crazy. So it's like, sometimes you have to, you just have to. Jobs do it. Think about it like this, right? If you walked in a hospital, and let's just say you about to go get a checkup, and somebody got pink hair and grills in their mouth, are you not going to judge them and be like, hell no? Exactly. So sometimes you have to.
As the court proceedings go on, Michael shows absolutely no remorse. But what really made this tragic court case go awry was when Van Terry, father of Sheralinda Terry, was delivering his impact statement.
Right now, I guess we're supposed to, in our hearts, forgive this clown. He's touched our families, taken my child.
Van Terry turns to Madison to look at him in the eye, and Madison smirks. In one swift motion, Van lunges forward and tries to hit Madison. One cannot blame a father for acting the way he did.
Not at all. Not at all.
Given the circumstances, Van Terry is restrained and escorted out of the courtroom. Luckily, no charges were pressed against him. Michael Madison, on the other hand, was found guilty and sentenced to death.
As he should. Scumbag. And I bet you he smelled like butt. He probably smelled like mad butt. Butt smeller.
Up next, we see the peculiar case of Jacob Larson in Jackson, Michigan. Jacob Larson had been stalking his middle school classmate, who he apparently believed was the love of his life. The classmate obviously didn't think so and chose to file a restraining order against Jacob, but he didn't stop and violated that protection order.
I have messages from October 9th after we got out of court, and then I have some from the 23rd.
As the proceeding continues, Jacob becomes increasingly stubborn, refusing to let the judge speak and even accusing the judge of being in cahoots with the girl he was stalking. Meanwhile, the girl
Oh yeah, they had shows.
doesn't even have him on social media, but things soon took a turn for the worse.
I want her to tell me to leave her alone.
You know what? I told you to leave her alone. And apparently that didn't get through loud and clear. So today, you're going to jail for 3 days.
This is when things get a bit heated.
You got a bad attitude. You had a bad attitude last time you were in court.
You and her are buddy.
45 days county jail.
Oh,
okay. 93 days in the county jail. You want to go for a year? Try it right now. One more word out of you, it'll be a year of counting.
Jacob is so stubborn that the judge stands up and orders the security to cuff him. Jacob tries to resist, and that's when the judge takes off his black robe and helps restrain him.
Get your taser right.
Jacob is finally escorted out of the premises to go and serve his 93 days in jail. Up next, let's go to the Volusia County Courthouse in DeLand, Florida.
Nah, I seen this. We gonna fast forward this. Wait, hold on.
Kentucky, where Melissa Hardwick was accused of domestic violence by her ex-husband, but those accusations quickly escalated to charges of third-degree terroristic threatening, resisting arrest, and intimidating a participant in the legal
She looked like she
process in a short space of minutes. The judge is asking Melissa's ex-husband routine questions, but Melissa keeps interrupting. The judge warns her that she would be held in contempt of court if she continues interruption.
I haven't done anything to this court. I haven't done anything to him.
She'll be arrested for contempt of court.
It doesn't make any difference.
You will serve 10 days for contempt of court.
Then Melissa lunges across the judge's bench and tries to
Now, we done seen a lot of reaction videos, lads. But we ain't never seen nobody jump that close to a judge. She is bugging.
I haven't done anything to him.
She'll be arrested for contempt of court.
It doesn't make any difference.
You will serve 10 days for contempt of court.
Then Melissa lunges across the judge's bench and tries to attack the judge, but the security officers are swift to restrain her.
Look how the judge like, ew, get away from me, you smell like butter.
Get off of me!
Hands behind your back.
Melissa spends 5 months in jail. She then gets released on the grounds that she goes through a rehabilitation program in anger management. She also has 5 years of probation.
They should have gave him more. Yo, y'all better get at part 2. This part 1. Get at part 2. You heard? Why you stopping it? Because YouTube be tripping, so we gotta do parts. You feel me?